tarps are gone.
That leaf.
The leaf, and look, there's a footprint right next to it. The tarps are gone. Why did they remove the tarps? Oh, they were probably trying to preserve the footprint so it could
Oh,
dry
we have
out.
no, we have a problem. If the footprints are facing away from the shack, that means someone hid in the shack and then stepped out, who was at the clinic the entire time.
Hmm.
You get why I'm thinking that, right?
Yes.
So someone's on paint has just touched the paint that spilled at the Katami mansion.
No, this had to be
Somehow got
first. This had to happen first. Because they stepped out and then they walked away, getting
took
a
a
leaf on their
leaf.
foot at the same time. And then they ended up walking into paint at the accident scene.
Yeah.
And the leaf had to fall off at some point there, leaving the mark on the bottom of the shoe.
So we know the path. So it's Park, Kentucky Mansion, and then unfortunately that connects our potentially connects our guy who was there vector wise, right?
Maybe. Oh, I don't think you read that.
Oh, the blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently about the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going so well. Hey, you there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky, hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable, miserable. I just got a new kit and I can't get stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for that glimmerous fop. Glimmerous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gaffin? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? When he walks his shiny chains and casts a sudden glimmer in my eyes, it's distracting. Speaking of distracting. I guess I'll have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying to out some of the new forensics technique. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Well... He helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. I feel like we said this already. Wasn't she something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now. Well, I failed the test. But you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science, and that's why I brought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of that man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right? A prosecutor should be cool and wit and furrowed of brow. Less glamorous and more simmerous, you know? No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge.
Ooh.
Interesting. What? Really? He was the one?
And then Kristoff knew about it as well, so Kristoff must have been involved in that too.
You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself anyway.
Of course.
You mind me asking what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you want to know, do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't a police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue. This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means the footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right, the ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance. Ah, so with that kid... Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh, are you sure? I mean, we're sort of opposing teams and all. Oh, psh, you're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this.
What happened, Emma? You were so good at this before.
Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Oh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go?
Trying it.
Let's give it a go. Well, I would explain. Ahem, one moment. She's reading the instructions on her kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick up the footprint, or in this case, shoe print, that we want to analyze.
Oh, there's more.
I've taken the liberty... Yeah, taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park.
Wait. The one by the stand is a right foot. Is that the one that... No, it's a left foot.
Left foot stepped on a leaf.
Left foot stepped on a leaf, right foot didn't.
But it did touch paint.
Both touch paint. Oh.
We're going to verify the defendant's account, so here's a place to start. Guess we'll start at there. Shoe prints prepare to be examined. Ooh, this is so exciting. Right, here goes first. Pour the plaster in the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press A where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your breaker before you're done, you have to start over. So you have to make it all even.
Even though
Not
there's
bad.
a couple clips.
Yeah, it's a tiny piece. Minor inconvenience. Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press A to blast it with that dryer. There. Give it a shot. Looks like it hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on that roller tight now with A and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink on there for a good print. Right, now the moment you all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Let's see if we get a match.
Something's on the bottom of the shoe. Oh, wrong button.
A little bit of gunk or something. Like gum or... Well, you would have tried the defendant, right? So let's try him first.
Yep.
So he for sure was standing there. So the shoe prints belong to Walkie Kataki after all. He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Haha, nothing feels better. He's definitely way more into this than I am. So we gotta check out the 2 other prints. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case with science. Well, that certainly brightened her mood.
Yep.
Give it another go. We're just gonna let this one go through.
Alright, we know whose this one is, but we'll just get it out of the way.
Really wide print, too.
And it's in 2 parts.
So this guy's wearing boots. Or something akin to it.
And just magically holds with nothing in between. It's a nail in the shoe. Something.
Probably Wesley. Yeah.
Well, it still has to do this analyze, even though you can clearly see they are the same.
Wesley Stickler, dropper of the bloomers. So he was standing up north. Now we know where the panty snatcher was standing. Okay, back again. This is the one that matters.
My guess is we're either not gonna have a match, or we're gonna have to, like, we don't know where this print came from, and then we show her the slippers.
Well, let's check the... I think it's El Nude. This is going so well, Shiro. As if they just cut it where it is.
It's gonna be nothing because it's the bottom of a sandal. Wait.
Huh, that's a funny shoe print. Yeah, that's it. Face down on the left, right?
Yeah. Wait a minute, but that's the left shoe. It looks like the right print.
No, that's a left foot. That even a shoe? Strange. So smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I could say that without looking at this print doesn't match any of our print on our list. Ah, mystery print. They say the Miraculous Clinic. Hey! What? The slipper! Look right here! I think I see a toe mark. Toe mark? You think we can get a print off that? Sure, toes have prints just like fingers do, you know? So the clue might be a gold mine.
Who is wearing them?
Oh, there's one problem. The police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints. So we won't know whose it is.
Ah.
I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. Print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind, though, that's certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to the Eldoon noodle stand. It does make me wonder, hey, you! Yeah? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't have to have something in mind. Something that might have left something that might have left a mystery shoe print. Mystery shoe print does remind me of something. Pretty sure I've seen something that would have left a print like that.
This is what it wanted us to do, not just go and present and show it to her. But we got some interesting stuff from her about it.
You know, I think I have our culprit right here. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... See, right here? Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and it came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Miraculous Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means... that someone from the clinic was involved?
Now we'll be able to get in.
Munch. Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access to the Miraculous Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes? Eh? Really? Well, you did work for me. You work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Eldoon's house.
Eldoon's house. Ah, you two again. When, oh when will you learn? Look at me however you want. You ain't getting in today.
I wouldn't be so sure if I was you. Look what we have.
What's this? Detective Sky. Dang it, these kids have permission from Sky to get in here. Dang it, I was being all tough there.
Yesterday was Prosecutor
Yeah.
Gavin, today it's Detective Sky. Wow.
Yesterday was Prosecutor Gavin, today Detective Sky. Who are you two, really?
Now he's suspicious again.
Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun.
Thanks, Mr. Officer.
What are we gonna find here?
Let's hit it, Apollo.
There's a pair of slippers missing. And there's bowls. And a pot.
Wow, this looks nice.
Also, there's a different pair of shoes there, which the color scheme reminds me. Oh, we don't have her profile. The fiance. Oh no, she's right here. It kind of reminds me of her. I feel like those
The
are shoes.
slippers?
No, the
big platform boots.
Yeah,
Huh, that's an at-home sort of place, isn't it? Yeah, platform heels. That place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy up front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived. Looks like the police teams have gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo.
immediately. What?
Is there any left? There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that came to see Dr. Maractus. You think they'd use this house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case? And if this patient or visitor isn't still here, why'd they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these just in case.
Yeah, those definitely look like Alita's things.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, toe mark. Hey, Apollo, do you think this is... Yeah, this could be a true toe print. Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out. Hey, it worked. That looks like a big toe, maybe. But wait, man, I mean, it's great. We've got the print.
Hey, Halo. Thank you for the alert.
But is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, I think this guy didn't give it to us. Which means we can't match this print.
Or we ask her to check if there's a print on the sandals and see if it's identical to this print. So then we know whoever wore these shoes wore the sandals
Also
as
wore
well.
the sandals. It seems like a good time to ask to take this advice. Yeah, good idea. So we'll have to go back. All the plates, bowls, and even a big giant pot for noodles or spaghetti is there. These must be the slippers for the patients at the clinic. Which they do have in Japan. Same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. And ours have paint on the bottoms. Which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in that trash can? What were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? Look at all these balls. They're from Eldone's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty. Then I think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldoon must do takeout.
No, Trucy.
Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Look, the door says doctor's office. Then this is the victim's private office. It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks. Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about.
Bump?
Apollo, that sound! It came from behind this door.
Someone's in? Hmm?
Someone's in here. Let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in. They left through the window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch him now. That must be your experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check the room up first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. The clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. Ooh, a safe! I wonder. What a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. 79 are already in the front. Someone's already entered in 2 numbers, Apollo. 79. Wait, do you think that burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside this safe. Probably a lot of money. Is there any way you could figure out the last 2 numbers? Yeah. Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the court record.
Is there?
The fingerprint detector. You know, dust for prints? So you dust for the 2 last numbers.
Could.
But then that could help us figure out the last 2 numbers. I wonder.
Let's see.
Well, I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we have to know is what the buttons have been pressed.
And then we can narrow it down to 2 options, pretty much.
You can use this to find out what the next 2 numbers are. Yep. I like to think he just yelled at a safe. Take that! When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them with your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So if we can find the buttons with the fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo.
You know, it'd be funny is if they forgot to put a mark on the enter button. So it's 2 and 5 left.
But the problem is someone pressed back.
Oh, that's a back button. That's not an enter button.
7925 or 7952. Look at 7 and 9. There's their glove marks. It's the burglar. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Give it a shot.
First try.
Good guess, bro. You had a 50-50 shot. It opened.
Do you see what I see?
A bullet.
Oh no. Was he killed here?
How is that feasible?
I don't know. That's the problem. Why is there a bullet there?
There'd be a massive blood trail and everything like that.
Not necessarily. If whoever did the kill knew what they were doing, they could patch up the hole, transfer him, and then do that.
If he was killed there, and you're like, you can look at my camera for a second. Let's say, like this book is the safe, right? And then you pop open the safe. You're opening it this way, so your first reaction to looking to the right would be, and then your right of the head would get shot. But that's assumed the bullet would pass all the way through the head, right? Yeah. So the only people confirmed in the house are definitely Dr. Maractus himself and the student, as well as what is now Alita, potentially. This looks like a bullet hole. Oh, you can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of the safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished. Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. The bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. No clues here. Nothing on the file?
No, it's a cat.
This looks like a medical chart. That cat's good luck for money, man. There's an x-ray here with it. An x-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look by the patient. It says Waki Kataki.
Uh-oh.
So this is Waki, our client's chart, huh? Why would this one chart be here in this safe? Let's see. The physician's signature says Pal Maractus. Eh? What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala. Yeah.
Oh no. It is gonna be her, isn't it?
She wants to marry him. Then she would have actually found the chart. She found her husband's medical record. And then wanted to kill her father, or like kill the
marry into the crime family, and then she has access to their money.
You think it's money behind it, though?
Money's always a factor in something.
True, but why would she kill the residing doctor from the rival family, right?
Well, this is a doctor the Katakis went to. Like they specified that the rival families like might have had a hand in it, but it's not specified anywhere. But they did specify that the Katakis did use this place.
What I think is, I think the rival family has less to do with it, and more of that she saw the record, saw her father, Pal Maractus, I don't know why I think it's her dad, saw the doctor cover it up, right? And noticed that her husband is probably going to die because of because of the doctor and then killed the doctor.
We'll have to see.
Alita Tiala is Waki's fiance. That's one ita too many, Apollo. Never mind that. What's her name doing here? How should I know? Though I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic. Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So Alita Tiala worked at the Miraculous Clinic. And she had access to Waki Kataki's medical chart. You got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? Elnude.
I wonder.
We have to go to Elnude and back to the forensics.
Well, watch near heart.
27 on the top right. And then you have the... Can you go down?
No, that's all it gave me.
Wow, it's all mushed. That was one tough save. You know, it looks kind of yummy.
I was thinking it does kind of look like a muffin. Look at that. Got a muffin.
Huh.
Or she thinks
Like
that's-
ice cream. Caramel. You certainly have an active imagination, Trucy.
That's
Hollow.
hollow. Interesting. Doesn't let us examine that, so it's not important. Don't look like anything else to examine in there.
Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk here is lying on its side. Ah, the juice has spilled out of the cup. It's dry. The messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it.
Oh no, the plant!
Autoplan has seen better days. That doesn't make much sense either. What doesn't? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. Then what would I do if I were a burglar? So why look under a potted plant? Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe. But it's a numpad. I've heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but a key to a safe?
I mean, to be fair, a lot of digital saves like this have like a hidden mechanical override where you can like put a key in. Which I have seen lockpickers completely exploit that.
Then maybe the burglar was looking for house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken.
Weird.
Broken? Do you mean burned out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that, then? Hey, look at the cord. Huh, there's a red splotch on a part of the cord.
A red splotch, perhaps paint?
You think that's blood?
Blood.
It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Something definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Cord on the lamp, it has a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left that stain. Wait, I know, maybe it was left there by a red marker.
No.
Like they were trying to write their name and slipped? I don't even write their name on a lamp cord. I used to write my name on my magic ropes. The bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh, how is it broken? Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself. Eek! Yeah, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. My finger! Ah,
Okay.
you're bleeding. Let me see that. Wait. Magic blood. Teehee, gotcha. Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on the evidence.
Look like anything else.
Whoa, what are those? The wall is covered in breakers. Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. You can't. Oh. It's a goldfish. Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor. The window is ajar. That must be how our burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it was just a burglar who happened to pick here. Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting up front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Now she'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's ask the detective's guy to help us, Apollo. These sandals. There's quite a clear printer on there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there's a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of someone the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Alright, so if the prints match, you know the same person you're with. And do I have another shoe worn by the same person?
We believe so.
Really? Beginning to suspect something here. Is that this guy? Can you compare the sample with the other print? I did say toe print sample, didn't I? Where exactly is the toe print on this evidence? Oops, stormy skies ahead. Try again, scientifically this time, if you would.
Do we have to have... Have we not done an analysis on them? Oh, there we go. Even though getting this stuff in there would be very difficult. That looks just like it. Back to there. Okay.
The pair of slippers, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course, hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Okay, we're the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. Same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you have to do is find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know?
I have a hunch.
I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer. To the truth.
Okay, so I doubt there's any.
Detective Sky, I was wondering about this. Ah, Trucy, wait. What? What? This bullet was inside the safe, right? That means the police don't know about it yet. Oh, right, we can use this in the front of the trial tomorrow. Do I have to repeat myself every time? If you're going to talk behind someone's back, do so quietly.
Oh.
Hickfield Clinic.
Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. Heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion.
What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright. Tell me, what happened 7 years ago, please?
He's gonna be like, nah, Apollo, now's such a time. You got a case to work on.
I want to know. I need to know.
Certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. Is he actually gonna talk to us about it? 7 years ago, I was standing in courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. Be surprised if you hadn't heard about it.
It was all over the news, I remember that. You're up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you?
Yes, he was only 17 years old at the time. Dang.
17 years old. That's still high school.
I think Francisco was 15 when we first faced
Sure.
him. So it's like, it's not as impressive, but still, that's young. Took
Took the bar exam abroad
in
in Europe.
They're progressive over there, you know. What should feel by a 17-year-old newcomer. My shame. I'll have to practice forever. That's all.
That's all? How could that be all?
What do you mean?
What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you.
Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself?
How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial?
Did you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. We're talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping on my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. Doesn't really matter now, does it?
But
I'm not an attorney anymore. It's the only truth you need to know.
Mr. Wright. Looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusation of forgery for now.
Hey Phoenix, check it out. So that's what led you to the guilty party.
Yeah, thanks to you ripping out the mirror of the car, I was able to deduce stuff.
You make a good point, Apollo. In fact, to be said that I'm to thank for finding the criminal.
Think what you want, Mr. Wright. Knock yourself out.
I don't think Phoenix is going to give us anything useful in any of this. So, let's just go see if Elgin's back yet.
Oh, there we go.
Don't cry, Angel. Dad is back, and Dad is... Oh. You again?
You always have to announce your entrances like that.
Man, my old man, he's... Man. Now I'm all in funk, and it's his fault.
Well, then one can assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson, and failed, clearly.
You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go.
Some days I wonder why I do what I do.
Hey, buddy, do you recognize these sandals?
Oh, you don't happen to recognize these, do you?
Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. So they are her shoes.
For Miss Tiala?
So Tiala is the one that did it then. 100% at this point, Tiala's the culprit. Maybe that's why maybe he knows, and that's why he's a gung-ho, but like, oh, I don't care, I'll take the hit for her. And I think
Would make sense.
I think the plot twist is going to be she's from the rival family. Yeah, a birthday present. She got mad at her little feet. Mad. So cute, man.
So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling.
What's up with the funky vibes? Was that some kind of x-ray? Wait.
That's right, Walkie. It's yours.
Hey, look. I don't smoke or nothing. I live long, right?
I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Here, take a closer look. Here, in particular. Where it says, Nurse. It's signed, Alita Tiala.
Huh? What do you guys do your homework?
So you met Mr. Tiala when you...
Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So?
Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting?
Fine. I'll tell you how we met him. You want to know that bad? Know anything about the land?
Oh, yeah.
And that's so far off hook. Stop changing. Okay. Anything else we want to show him? I don't think so. I think we're good at Doc now.
Yeah, so he must have met her. I bet you he was shot by her.
No, I don't think it was her that would have shot him.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think it was her that shot him, but she probably knows the person who did. And they probably blackmailed Maractus into not helping him. Then something happened and Maractus got killed.
Okay.
Hey man, you won't see me bugging about one or two guilty charges.
What if you're found guilty of murder?
Hey, it's all the experience. You feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't get the death penalty, do they?
You didn't really do it, did you?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I've learned one thing today, that's... Oh, that is...
Silence speaks louder than words.
Man, my old man is whack. Disappointed, that's what he is.
I heard he wants to leave the mob.
over my dead body. I spent my life trying to be real, being an OG and never stop stepping down. Now old man wants to go soft. Let him. Just leave me out of it. Day I get out of the clink. That's the day a leader and I started next generation of the Kitaki family.
Please don't talk as though I assumed you were going to jail for my sake.
About half a year ago, I was shot during a turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. They came in and got me, hauled me off to the dock.
The Maractus Clinic?
That's where I met her, my fallen angel.
You mean Alita Tiawa?
She was scared of me at first, turns out. You know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. Sure.
Right.
She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said?
What did she say?
Come on, give it some thought. It's real quiet like on the down low. I know what I'm saying. I leave. Yo, and I'll marry you, me.
So that was the proposal.
You know it, and also love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the op was done and we're getting out of there. See you later. Bye.
About that op.
Yeah, didn't go so well after did it. I know about the report. I know it's still in me.
The health checkup was the boss's idea, you said?
Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you cheat? Know what I'm saying?
But didn't you learn about the bullet at the checkup?
Yeah. That's when I knew the doctor had to pay. You could get the cat pulled after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I?
Incidentally, have you ever had a health checkup before?
Nah, my old man suddenly gets the idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting older. Older, I mean. Here we go.
Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Trucy doll?
Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like an expert advice. Suppose he's a doctor still. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay?
I'm just so happy that my doctor days were gone for good.
Mr. Eldoon. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this?
Huh? Medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking those from clunkers.
Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon?
What? What's going on here?
That's what we want to know. The chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder.
On trial? That's crazy. You couldn't put him on trial. He's ABD.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
ABD?
All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates, and someone's about to answer.
Can you tell us why?
Oh. Took off the noodles. So we actually get to see his actual hair.
Wow.
Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son.
No way, it's not like he's a completely different person.
Well, according to his chart, this walkie-talkie feller is not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up the side of his heart.
That's right.
Yeah, we just talked about post-op. In other words, the operation's already finished. We can see the bullet still stuck in there.
Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? They couldn't take it out.
Well, about the only reason I can think of is too tricky to operate on.
What?
That bullet snug as a bug. There's
There
snug
next
as a
to the
bug
aorta.
there next to aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle.
Yeah, he's...
2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doc is be able to fiddle with. So the doctor was saved, he's like, hey, if I take this out, you'll die immediately. So, like, by keeping the bullet there, he's able to live on a little bit longer, but it's not likely he'll survive.
You mean...
Took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more miracle to take it out. It'd take a magician. Don't say that to her. Don't tell her that.
I'm only up into making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet.
Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. Give me their half year, tops.
But Waukie's operation was already half a year ago.
That's what I'm saying, you're out of time. That coach shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table.
Great, just great. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there?
He was probably not skilled enough, or he was blackmailed. It's gotta be one of the two.
I feel like he was threatened by the mob, and then he had to pick the choice for the patient, you know what I mean?
Maybe. Got a pretty good idea how it felt. Emergency operation. He's got the kid chest open on the table. He finds the bullet. That despair's right there. Truth doll. Cold despair.
Despair?
About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in a situation to go admit he couldn't take it out.
The Katakis.
You bet. Kid is their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and walks back on the street, living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold.
How awful.
And which doctor would they take him to, Maractus? He's got enough ties in that he could probably cover up the truth of what happened.
That's just horrible. He left Waukie to die.
There's a darkness in the world, Tristal, white and hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kids' games. We're up against real evil. Well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same.
You were certain, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Waukie, couldn't you?
I wish.
What?
afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world.
So, Waki...
He's real lucky to be alive, even now.
No. There's one problem. Apollo. This chart, look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right, this operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is, she knew.
That's why she wanted to get married to him quickly, so that way she has the ties to the family. It makes sense. That's her motive. She wanted to get in on the Kitaki family fortune. So she probably knew he didn't have much time left to live, and that's why they're getting married so quickly.
Mm-hmm. She knew about Waki's condition, guaranteed. Ah. Why didn't she ever tell him? It doesn't make sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you thinking, Alita Tiala?
Oh boy.